mic picking this up?
Woo! Hey, hell yeah! I hope the mic picked a lot of that up because
It was Paradise Park.
Is that what you just named it just now, or is that a name of a?
Yeah, I guess it exists out in the world now.
Hell yeah,
It
dude.
was in his head. Now it's.
That's what creation is, bro.
If you think about it, yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
just a little bit. It's something, to start your day.
Wynton's the most returned guest I think we've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, you've been on the podcast more than anybody else.
Damn.
Consistent guest. At this point, you're a part of the lore. I feel like you're just like
You are a part of like our podcast, like
just consistently throughout it. Like people are gonna be like, "Yo, you notice that Wynton every so many episodes is in the podcast conspiracy."
yeah,
They're
bro.
kinda
You're
down
an
with
industry
the-
plant for
They're
our
kinda down-
podcast.
They're kind of down with it, like, gotta give the people what they want.
This is your first
Sometimes.
time in this studio, though.
Yeah, dude, we done leveled up. We done graduated. Instant gratification.
That is facts. What do you think of the studio? How do you like it?
I think it's sick, dude. I think it's a vibe.
Because I think the last time you were on was episode 100, and that was at the old apartment, right?
No, I think he came on after that.
Was he? Did he? Because
Yeah.
that was near the end of our tenure at that apartment, episode 100.
I love the way you wear that. The end of our tenure at the apartment. They tenured us into
They
the
were in
apartment.
for 10 years.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever word you want to use, but I mean, our
Yeah.
time there, yeah.
Yeah. That was towards the end, but I think we had another one with him on and just Cole. Him and Cole. Because that one was him, Cole, AJ. Then we had another one with Wynton.
Oh
and
yeah, we
Cole
did
on.
have quite a few.
Yeah.
Coffee.
That was back when we would just go hard as fuck on the, just be like, you know what, guys, we're going to do a marathon of drinking for the whole podcast and just see what it is by the end of it.
Shit, if I wasn't as sick as I currently am, then I definitely would be doing that.
I feel that too, but also like it is kind of like cool to see like the evolution of time,
Absolutely.
because
dude.
it's like that running off of that bit was like the energy was like on another level at the time, but now it's like we're in a different time period, so it's like it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude. We're in a whole new era.
we are. There was a point, because it was the episode we did with Blue Collar Boys, the Blue Collar Boy episode. We did 2 of those, and at both times I think we cleared a 30-pack.
Yeah.
No, 30,
More than that.
probably like over.
It was like 42 beers.
I think
at
we had
least.
average 10 beers apiece.
Coors
Yeah.
Banquet.
Yeah,
a
we had
bunch
some.
of
Oh,
Coors
yeah.
Banquet, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did
The
have the Coors.
Banquet's the way, dude. You gotta put me on.
Shit,
Not gonna lie.
they're coming back on March 2nd, so first week of March, y'all tune in. We'll have another Blue Collar Boys out.
Dude, what if we did a Blue Collar Boys plus Wynton? We would need more mics though. 3 mics for.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
we
not
arguably
a blue collar
should
boy,
maybe.
but I do always win.
What does that mean?
It means that he's a winner, bro.
If you could look up
Because
my
he's
name in the
Wynton.
dictionary for once,
He wins a ton.
I always win.
A ton. There was. I just want to. So there was a time we were playing some card game, and then we were there. Someone said Winston, and then it lighted a fire on Wynton.
I don't remember
blood.
who that was.
Like,
Like this isn't fucking Overwatch, bro. Like,
But then he said Winston is English for Wynton. And I
It
looked that
is.
shit up, and that's not true. That is not true.
It's
not-
true.
I looked it up. But I believe that in my heart now. Like, I will tell people that even if that's not the case.
He said
He's been fed false information.
I mean, shit.
Said no, it's not British, it's French.
I mean, the thing is, if enough people believe it, then it becomes true. So if we just keep saying that Winston is the English
You taking a political stance right now?
version, yeah,
My-
for Wynton.
My comm apps teacher didn't believe that my middle name was just J.
Like the
And
letter
he
J?
looked it up, and he found out that he was actually wrong.
Like your middle name is JUSTJAY.
Just Jay.
J.
That'd be,
Just
that's a
Jay.
cool name. Just Jay is like a good name if anyone's looking for one.
Always win. I got J's.
Is it just a
I
letter
have-
J?
Yeah.
Wynton J.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So there's no letters after that.
Yeah, 'cause like
That's
whenever
hard.
we were in com apps, we were doing sign language. So then like I had to
Throw up your
like
gang set signs.
yeah,
Throw
I
up your
had to
set,
do
dude.
all that shit. And then he was like, "Just Jay, what do you mean?" And then I was like, "That's it." And then he's like, "Let me see your
So
ID.
that's all I got.
Let me see your ID." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, he
that's
couldn't
what I
believe it
got."
either. He
And-
said, "Holy shit!"
and he had looked it up, and he was like, "Are you serious?
Dude, what if like
Are you serious?"
what if your mom just like lost your birth certificate and all these years like she just couldn't prove that your middle name was James, so she just had to use the abbreviation that all the fucking schools had?
I think you need your birth
That's
certificate.
like
Nah,
crazy. That's a crazy. Yeah, dude.
Nah, dude, you just make one up.
They're made up anyways.
They
Names
are made up
are made
anyways.
up. You
Yeah.
can change your name at any point in time. Like you can literally just change your first name, and if it's legal,
I think that's kind of wild, honestly, 'cause I just like, what if like if you change your name and it just changes your path, dude?
It changes your path. Yeah, I mean,
like,
if I
what if that's how it works, dude?
it does.
Like,
It does kind of work.
I mean,
Yeah, I think if I changed my name to Jeff Hardy, it wouldn't change my path that hard. Not to that hardcore.
No, it would. It would change it hardy.
Okay,
Dude.
we're done with you.
damn.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, there's a lot about, I guess, a lot of our identity that we fucking put into our name, or I guess the way people see us. It's like, you don't look like a Daniel. It's like, well, I don't know what the fuck I look like to you, bitch. That's my name.
Yeah.
He's like Derek on the
Some
Derek
peop-
on the highway.
There's someone I work with. Shout out Nick. There's multiple Nicks, but his name's Nick. But he looks like a Frank to me. I told him that though.
He looks like a Frank.
I was like, you look like your name would be Frank. He's like, oh, thanks, I guess.
What's the most common name that you've had for a friend? Like, how many Johns do you know?
I don't know that
Like-
many. I knew maybe growing up more Johns, but I'd say Josh is pretty common.
Yeah.
I know. I actually have 3 friends named Josh.
3?
3, yeah.
Have you ever had like 7 friends with the same name?
I used to have a bunch of Kyles that were friends
Dude, it's
back in
crazy.
high school, but now it's down to like the one.
Dude, man.
I'm trying to think of
I
like
feel
some
like
other
I've
ones.
constantly like came across like Alex, dude. Like
I've-
there's so
there's
many
been a
fucking
actually-
Alexes I know. I'm
Actually, you did just say that you work with a few, but I do know a lot of Nicks.
like, dude, yeah.
That's-
Nicholas's.
Nick is pretty common.
That
Nick-
is a common one too.
Like to the point where I've had to start putting the last names for context.
Yeah, dude, like Nick from Subway, Nick from Canada, Nick Norris, Nick
Nikolai.
Nick Degenerate.
Nikki Davis. Well, that's Nikki, but
You know,
great artist.
one of the who?
Nikki Davis.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Ghost Gang rep. Basically, has a bunch of murals that are very kind of like super cartoony, all around Houston. I'm sure that you might have seen it before.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know Toe Flop.
The flop be towing, bro.
You know Toe Flop? Keep an eye out. You'll see it. You'll see him. He's around.
He's
Oh,
a tagger.
Wait, I think I might have seen a tag before. Yeah,
he's around town.
it's on one of the bigger ones, right?
Like the
He's on a bunch of different ones. If you,
Yeah, he's
the
all
more
over
you
Houston.
see it once, you'll see him. You'll see him more often. You know Nikola?
Tesla?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Jokic.
yeah. There's that one too. Is Nikola like?
Vucevic.
Is Nikola that like the?
It's like their Nicholas, yeah.
Is that their Nicholas?
Sure.
Oh, I think they have a Nicholas too, right? Saint Nicholas is Saint Nick,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, but isn't he like
Nikolai.
The
Nikolaj.
Nicolaj?
Nikolaj.
the better Nick.
The betterer Nick.
Yeah, the better.
So I asked one of the Nicks I knew though, 'cause he said he never had nicknames. I was like, no one ever called you Dickolas or Dick.
Oh, never
He
had
said
nickname?
no. I was like, you didn't have
Isn't
good
it kind of
friends.
redundant to give a nickname?
You know, like that's actually like a.
Boo.
It's kind of. It's kind of funny 'cause like nicknames never were really that big for me growing up until I was like in my first band, and the nicknames were Cheetah and Ace, and
Those are
like they
kinda
had
fire
different. Yeah,
nicknames,
they were cool, but like I didn't have a nickname until I joined that band, and then I had a nickname.
Ace is a fire ass nickname to be given.
Daniel's
Yeah, it
nicknames were
is
never
fire.
that fun.
No, Dandy's probably the chillest one I've had, but Ace is a fire
Ace
ass
is a
nickname.
ti-
We did talk about nicknames.
Ace the creator.
Last-
So was Nick the
episode.
first name, and then that's like,
What?
we just Like, oh shit, Nick. That was the first name. Well, I guess Adam and Eve were the first names.
You're doing good.
But someone just gave someone a fake name and it was Nick. They're like, that's his nickname.
Sure.
Nickname. He's named Nick.
You know,
nickname.
I thought about for my like if I wanted to do stand up that I would just go up and do shitty jokes like that I thought were like they're not really funny,
But they're silly.
but they almost piss you off with how like bad they
Oh,
are.
not almost.
And then and then people just are in the you just hear the coughs in the audience.
Dude.
But you just continue, you persevere, and you just keep going. And I think you might have a breakthrough.
Dude, I feel like I recently had a dream about doing stand-up or something, or I was at a stand-up. I can't remember exactly, dude. But
You learn how to sit down.
dude, like I think that it's
Need to be stopped.
I think it's quite it's kind of cool, man. I haven't been out to one in a while, but I've kind of like craved that just kind of like raw energy of just
Let's hit
trying
secret
to-
group.
yeah. Secret group is
They do
one of the places to be. for
some on
sure.
Thursdays, bro. They
Yeah.
do, and they do open mics.
Definitely secret group. Love that place. Shout out to
Hell
you
yeah.
know, the people doers over there.
Hey, hell yeah, dude! That's shout out the people.
Shout out
doers.
to people doing people.
I do people.
Yeah,
Okay.
Specifically
PC
one
version
per-
peeps.
PC version peeps, like personal computer.
For those of you who don't know, though, dude, fucking just for the lore, Wynton, if you haven't watched all the other ones, he's one of our good friends. Dude's in Pacmanthemovie. Has a solo project in the low. He's about to drop Pacmanthemovie 3. He said it's gonna be a movie for real.
Yeah, you're gonna go straight through the fucking meta, dude, while you're watching this, and then you're gonna be like, what?
Dude, he killed the Galaxy God.
Dude, how was killing the galaxy? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, explain.
Well,
Without incriminating yourself, of course.
it's just sometimes, bro, you gotta kill yourself to come out on top, you know.
Gotta shed your
It's
skin.
just it's a lot. It's a lot being. You have a lot of power, a lot of responsibility being the galaxy god, dude. And sometimes, you gotta make a choice. Yeah, you gotta make a choice, dude. And my choice was to kill a galaxy god and just be in the afterlife right now, dude. So I'm coming back, bro. It's
What a
been
hell
a
of a choice.
while.
So you
but-
entered the meta and you returned.
Yeah.
You entered the meta, became Galaxy God.
Yeah.
You left the
Yeah.
meta, and now you're 8-bit.
Yeah, dude. I'm coming back, bro. I've been away for a while, but I'm coming back, rolling these miles, bro. I'm telling you, man, it's dope. I kind of like it here, So,
What if you just created a fucking like a concept, like it's similar to a concept album, but you created your own world, like it's all related, like In the Low to like Pac-Man the movie, like you entered the meta
yeah, basically.
in the low of the meta, but then you fucking
That's
you
basically what the new
came out
album's gonna
Pac-Man
be
the
like.
movie.
Pretty much like, kind of like a reanimation fusion of some shit, and it's gonna be pretty new, pretty different, but it's still gonna be packed. We're still packing out here. It's gonna be more packed than it's ever been before, actually. Like the movie 3, dude. It's the movie.
Extra
You're
packed.
going to feel like you're in the theater with the bag of buttery ass popcorn.
with the
And it's
Dune
gonna be
popcorn
like-
bucket.
Dude.
No popcorn, but extra buttery.
Daniel's been on this prowl for
It's
that
gonna be
dude
like-
bucket.
Dude, I was thinking, no. So there's this place we go to that's inside of a mall.
Yes.
Well, it's not even a mall. Well, it is I don't know.
Shout out to Almeida.
It's not. It's not. But it's weird because it's a movie theater and everything is in a mall, but there's a bunch of different businesses because they closed down the mall. So now there's like restaurants and shit in there. There's like an event spot in that bitch now. It's too much going on. But the movie theater's still there. And when I went there, I was like, what if I walked up to the counter? I was like, you guys got any more of those Dune popcorn buckets back there? Got any extras?
You guys got any
Man.
spares?
I know you got the extras back there. I know you got them.
I'll take one even if it's dirty.
Just like
I honestly-
itching.
I feel like popcorn is one of my favorite snacks, bro. Like, especially depending on where it's from. Some people have like seasoned popcorn that just fucking
Hard.
really rocks,
hard.
dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
I could give you I could give you the popcorn bucket extra packed.
Dude,
Not with popcorn.
All right,
man.
dude. I
We
used to
stay extra packed.
when I was a
dude.
kid, I used to fuck with like the assortments where it was like 4 different ones, where it was like the
Dude.
kettle corn,
Yeah,
and then
like
the
in the-
cheesy
in the big can.
corn,
The
the
cheesy corn one.
caramel corn.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean
Uh,
like the big
the
tin?
can.
Oh, the
and
big
the-
tins.
yeah,
Yeah, them
dude.
hoes used to
those
go
were
hard.
fucking amazing. I also really like the ones that come in the bag that you would get during like tax test season or whatever.
What the
Dude, I swear to God, they had
Um,
like different kinds of popcorn. They had like chocolate popcorn. They had like this rainbow popcorn there.
They gave us cold
Like-
sandwiches. I don't
Yeah,
think
we got straight ham sandwiches,
Yeah,
bud.
we
It was
didn't.
always during tax season because everyone had it during the tax test, so you could have like a bag of popcorn.
Packet of
that was, like-
mustard and a ham sandwich, buddy.
Dude, it was
Like-
so sick.
I want to say this. I'm convinced that they just changed the names to act like they're doing something for the state. It was toss. It's tax
Yeah,
now.
now it's tax.
Now
Now
it's Star.
I think they changed it again.
They may have.
I think
but
they changed it again, but then then they changed it to the star. It's the same fucking standardized test. Actually, I think the star got worse. It got easier, and they cut it down from giving you all day to just to 4 hours.
They're like, there's something wrong with these kids. They're fried off of Five Guys. We gotta make this easier for them.
Did you say fried off? What?
fried off of Five Guys.
Yeah, dude.
We were fried off of Chipola's.
Chipotles.
Hey,
Chipola's.
best breakfast burrito in the business, dude.
Literally.
Hey, honestly,
Shout out to Chipola's.
that I will say, with last time I went to Colorado, shout out to the guy who upgraded our vehicle to a fucking Camaro. Was it? Yeah, it was a Camaro, I think. But shout out that guy for that. But also, fuck you for fucking. He suggested a burrito spot. He said, because we're like, is there any food place? You know, when you go to a new place, you want to try out the food, right? Colorado's not that place for anybody that's wondering, by the way. But what's a good spot? Can we check it out? Like, what's a good place to eat? And he suggests a spot. But then my girlfriend's like, I don't know if we should trust him. I was like, nah. You know, he's Hispanic. Maybe he would actually know a good, like,
You're
taco.
racist.
Right, yeah. It is my fault for
Can.
It is my fault for
Canned in
assuming.
the-
'Cause I was like, nah, he wouldn't probably know
No,
at least a
babe.
good spot.
Julio knows exactly where the best burrito in town is.
That's racist.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you kind of backfired.
Yeah, that was
That's okay.
that was fucked up. His name was probably like Edgar or something. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's jokes, jokes.
It's done, dude. It's
But,
already fried, bro.
But
Five Guys came back full circle.
he suggested the place. We went and tried it. This was basically if you took Freebirds or burritos and somehow made that shit with less flavor. I was like, what the I was a little upset. I wanted to go back to the car rental place and like, don't you ever fucking recommend. If anyone asks you what
I
a good
do
taco
get-
spot,
Thank you for the upgrade, but who the
Hey.
fuck do you think you are recommending burritos
I-
like that?
You just because you just don't want to waste your time and money on food that's not gonna smack. the
Don't
way you thought
waste
it
your
was.
time on me.
Pretty
Sorry.
much. Pretty much.
no, I want good food. And Chipola's, dude, it's hard when someone says a good breakfast burrito. I always compare it to that. That's like the ultimate. That's S tier breakfast burrito. Nothing's
is-
topping that.
It is.
What do you think about In-N-Out?
Well, something might top of it.
In-N-Out is, in my opinion, trash, but I'm not the end all be all of the burger conversation.
How about you?
I'll tell you this. So there's I was telling him because there's you been to Timeout 4?
Yes.
I'm on number 4.
Yes.
So their food, right, is actually pretty good. Their Timeout burger, it's classic burger. It's 2 thin patties.
What does
right?
this have to do with In-N-Out? though?
Listen to what I'm saying. Cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, right? That's the burger In-N-Out goes for. When I eat the Timeout burger, all I can think about is this is what In-N-Out wishes it could be. But it's not.
Okay.
And so when I think of that, all I can think about is how mid to below par their basic burger is. Because their whole thing is we got the classic burger. People always try to compare Whataburger, like Whataburger sucks, but Whataburger's specialty burgers, you know? You go there for a fucking patty melt.
I will say Whataburger's dropped the ball over the years.
Yeah, I mean, they sold out.
but
But
can you get it in the car or for it to go?
the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
You can always get it in the car
Exactly.
and to go.
Can you get it
everywhere.
in the car or to go?
Literally, all that means is
Do
that
you want
you
your?
get
Do
it
you
in a
want to eat
box
your food?
without a top or a bag.
Do you want to eat your food in your car or do you want it to go?
I can eat my food in my car either way, Wynton.
That's the question that they asked you in the In-N-Out drive-thru,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? What am I supposed to do? I'm fucking like, I'll just take it to go. Like, what?
I'll take it to go, but I want you to know that that's the same thing as me taking it
Yeah,
in my
like,
car, you stupid
I know.
bitch.
That's when you tell them, no, I'll take it to go, but I'm still gonna eat it in my car.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Like, this
I'll
is
take it to
like,
go, but this will
I
not make
always,
it
like,
home.
They
I
just
was like,
hand it to you just
I'll
the
just
burger.
have it to go. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, there's too much going on here.
How fucked up would that be though? You're like, nah, I'm gonna eat it in the car. They just hand you the burger in the wrapper. Like it's not. There's just.
Just the half wrap.
Yeah, just the half wrap. You're like, what the?
Here's your meal.
What am I supposed to put on? You said you're eating it in the car. I don't know, we're trying to save.
That means you're
The
gonna
turtles.
put this down your gullet right now.
I will say,
Eat it. It's just, you said you're eating it in the
there
car.
was-
Eat it
You
right
cannot leave this drive-thru without that fucking burger in
now.
your
The
gullet.
fucking burger.
there
All
was
right.
a night I was driving by towards In-N-Out around 1, or they were closing at 1. And I believe I got there around like 12:45, man. But I ended up getting free In-N-Out that night, dude. And I
That's
was
fire.
like, damn, they kind of got my back, dude. Shout out to El Dorado for
Why'd they give you
expanding
free?
I
They
don't
just
know.
did.
They just did. Like literally, I
charge
was like, okay.
They should have been sitting there for a
Maybe
family. Like
they-
we can't sell this, guys.
Once there's a fucking picture. There's a picture of Wynton on the fucking store. This guy
Dude.
didn't pay.
Maybe they just like maybe they just like were
They
just
handed him the
done.
food. They were waiting for him to hand the card, and he just like, "Hey, dude, stop!" Like,
No, I
Wow.
guarantee what it was is it was two different dudes. I guarantee it was one dude that was like, "Hey, I'll be right back to get your card," and then someone else walked up with the food. It's like, "You already paid. Here's your shit."
No, like they literally told me it's like it's on us tonight, and I was like,
All right, they're just real for that
best In and
then.
Out is a free In and Out, dude.
Well, that's anything
Hey.
actually.
they were trying to get you in and out.
Bro, man.
Trying
Yeah,
to get
it
in
was
you.
12:45, man. It was pretty late.
What time did they close?
1.
That
At
is
least on
fair.
the
No,
day
they
I was-
definitely
I believe it was
were.
a Wednesday when I went.
They probably already did their numbers for the night. And we're like, we're not trying to do that again.
What if-
Man,
See, I'm thinking more fucked up. They were pissed off, and
what if they knew I was pissed off, and they were like, we can't let this guy rage here, you know, like it's almost time to clock out.
I'm thinking they gave you the waiting special when that dude came in,
Oh,
like
yeah.
15 minutes, and they just dropped your patty on the floor and
Free of charge, sir.
picked up pubes and put it on the.
We couldn't possibly charge for this.
I mean, secret,
On us.
secret menu, bro. You know,
Hey man,
One
Secret
of a
Menu is
kind.
hilarious.
Yeah, dude, that shit was extra
Underrated
packed.
movie.
You know what I'm saying?
dude, it was hella extra.
Hella extra packed, bro.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was probably one of the best burgers I had that entire day.
Was that the only burger you had the entire day?
Most likely.
Hell yeah, dude. Hey, y'all on the fasting shit, dude?
What by like intermittent fasting or
Yeah.
like fasting?
You know, I think we've had this conversation before. What's crazy is I've been seeing more stuff about it, and then I went to like hang out with some people, and someone was like, "Yeah, I've been fasting all day." And all I can think about is, are they trying to prepare us to not have food for a while?
I think
No, it's good for you to not eat for a few days. Just
I think there is
That's pretty fried.
while there is some scientific benefits to it, there is also some of that mentality in it as well. But like that kind of is not like mute, but like you have to meet that conversation. It's like people have been doomsday prepping for I don't know how long. So it's
Yeah.
like just because some people do something in conservation,
Well, I think
like
the-
method of conservation doesn't mean like everyone.
that
has
goes
to.
back to what we were talking about too was well, he was telling me about this dude that was on Joe Rogan's podcast, right? That was it. They were biking.
I don't remember. You have to give
They
me
were,
some
they
context.
were biking across the country or something, and then they were trying to go to Antarctica or whatever, and then they were like butt naked in a canoe.
No, not hiking.
They're biking,
He's a biking.
It wasn't
Viking.
biking either. so-
canoeing.
Yes.
Oh, that makes more sense. So they had to huddle up in like a corner to stay warm.
Basically, it's like in like even an industrial canoe, like to be able to sleep at night in like the cold, like Arctic winter, like conditions. Basically, you have to huddle up with whoever else is there with you, naked, so that there's no like
You're in the
clothes,
Arctic,
like
basically.
there's no clothing
Arctic.
kind of like stopping the body warmth from keeping everyone basically alive while they sleep. So you have to go in shifts. Some people have to canoe while the other people sleep naked with each other, and then
But
swap.
naked with
It's
your
like,
bros,
it's
you know.
like you go there, you go to the San
Why did you bring that up?
Yeah, dude. What's better if you really think about it? What's better and more intimate than being butt naked with your bros?
What's better than that?
Cuddling. What's better than that, bro? Honestly, I think you guys are kind of fake that you never.
Kind of fake for what? You have something to tell us, Dan?
Never huddled up naked in the
Oh,
corner
dude.
with
Excuse me?
Dude, that was like us last week.
Continue.
What are you talking about, man?
what? No, but I was going with
Yeah,
that.
why'd you bring that up?
Where I was going with that is it's the equivalent basically of like when you're like, no, I'm fasting to prep is like you being naked in the corner of your house or something when it's like putting the temperature to like 50 in your house.
Or
like just getting butt naked. You're like, nah, you just like that shit.
or
Yeah,
you're
I
just
mean,
in,
I don't know
You're
if that's
prepping.
an exact analogy, but I see where you're going with it. See what you were
Prison cell?
trying to do there.
Could you imagine someone telling you that though? They're like, hey, yeah, nah, me and the boys we've been prepping just in case we lose power in the freeze. We've been just naked every day in the closet, just
doing
trying to stay warm.
Glock dookies on each other.
How would you feel though? Would you like if your friend admitted that they were vulnerable and they told you
Told you what?
that they were prepping just in case of a freeze?
That they were fasting to prep in
No,
case
not-
of a freeze.
not the fasting part. Not-
Damn, that goes even like, dude.
I was like, what
fasting
the
is
fuck are they
involved?
doing? What kind of prep is this?
no, but like I was saying, like
They
Or
were
you're not-
there
they're
prepping
like
real
gathering
hard
up
for that.
supplies in case like the power goes
no,
out.
they're getting together naked in like a corner and trying to share body heat. They're like, just in case for a freeze. We've been doomsday prepping.
For free.
At that point, why don't you just build a fire?
Honestly, that's a bit right there. Fucking just.
Bonfire vibes.
Why don't you guys just build a fire? Oh fuck.
I mean, not someone on a canoe, obviously, but if you have a house and there's no power, they just go outside and build a fire, my boy.
Are you going to the rodeo this year?
I thought about it, but I mean, the only artist I probably would have seen would have been Post Malone.
Or Post Patron, if you know what I mean.
Post Malone.
Is that what he calls himself when he goes to Mexico?
That's what happens after every show, man. He's just like on that Post Patron vibe.
I thought he was a Bud Light guy.
He is,
Mm.
but he might
endorsed much or
Knowing the type of
Uh,
vibe he is, he might just wander around the rodeo.
Maybe, yeah. I'm not a big rodeo guy because it's like the whole factor of having to smell shit everywhere you go at the rodeo
That's-
is just not something I can super get over.
Dude, the what is it? The button race?
The what?
the mutton.
You said the button race.
Something like that.
I didn't
Nah,
see
it's
that
like
one.
the it's something like that where the little kid. Honestly, dude, it's crazy because I felt some like small town pride for absolutely no reason. Well, it was for reason. So we went watching the mutton racing. Right, it's the little kids on the little calves trying to hold on as long as they can. They're all like suited up and
Suited
You
and
get a-
booted
protect them, suited and booted.
with the.
And they have to see how long they can like make it.
Mhm.
And there was this little girl from Dickinson, bro. And I
Holding
was-
it
she
down.
made it. She did the best. She won. And all I could think was, yeah, fuck.
You're like, can her fight ever die?
Yeah. I'm like, that's fucking yeah, dude. You see that? We're fucking tough as shit.
That's hilarious.
Born and raised.
Don't fuck with us.
No reason. Just looking around. You see that? Dickinson, Texas.
See that?
That's where
See
we're
that
at,
grip
baby.
strength?
That's where we're
Yeah,
at.
yeah. You see the way she held on, dude? That's how we're all doing out. We're holding on for our lives out there. So, fucking
She's a survivor.
yeah. She's just,
Hey, dude.
Harvey, that was us.
That was she.
That
went
was
through
us.
that.
She did. I probably did not.
I don't know how old she.
I
Ladies
don't
and
fucking know.
gentlemen,
8 years
you
ago.
have to go to Dickinson to survive.
Yeah, if
At
you're ever
least
looking at
once,
mutton
man.
race, I heard it's apparently a pretty good place to practice out there. But
Couldn't be wrong.
the rodeo, though, the last time I went was, I think I told you, was Tommy had got us both tickets. Or he
Mhm.
got tickets from his friends, and we went to see Nickelback.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, I have an extra ticket if you want to go." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I
That's
want to see
epic, dude.
Nickelback at the rodeo." The
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about? And
Bring it back to Nickelback.
we threw back like 3 beers in the car before we went in.
Picking
of
him up.
course.
Per use.
Right? And then we're like, okay, let's ride one ride at least, right? So my friend's like, let's ride that one. I was like, it's the one ride that spins like this. It spins around like this, and then there's individual little things that have like carts, like little not carts, but things where you like strap in, and there's 4 on each one, right? And those spin. So each one of those spins, and then it's spinning around. I was like, oh, what the? So we picked the ride that spun the most.
Right after three
Drinking
chug-a-lugs.
I threw up for sure. He's like, oh shit. I was like, bro, you picked. I have beer in my stomach. You picked the one ride that spun the most.
You have sabotaged me.
We could have done any other ride. You chose the most spinny one.
It's
The
better
most
than
Look at PB's
eating
ear.
the turkey leg.
She's silly.
Prefer that and just seeing like the chunks just come out, dude.
You did. Imagine getting thrown up on from the bottom. Like if someone just hawked a
Dude,
fucking-
projectile vomit from above at the amusement park.
You gotta murder somebody, bro. It's like waiting for them to get off. Who was it? Just look whoever's fucking.
They're going too fast, dude. They're just.
You're like, oh, it's you, motherfucker.
Oh god,
I'm
dude.
so sorry.
First rodeo.
This isn't my first rodeo. Yeah, it's their
This
first.
must be your first rodeo, pal.
You been to the rodeo before though? Wynton?
Yeah, I have. It's just been a very long time. I kind of just don't like how much traffic there is out there.
The
Just
worst
like,
part.
Yeah,
People,
you gotta
just people,
you gotta
bro.
Uber.
Dude, it's
You gotta park
lot.
somewhere
Yeah.
and then Uber.
You just walking around.
While I was an Uber driver at the moment, I did take someone out to the rodeo, and even just dealing with the traffic to
That's
get
fair.
there was quite a pain, but
That's fair.
well worth the money. Well worth the money. No, the rodeo's super sick, though. I want to say the last time I went was probably like 2017, 18.
Yeah, it was
Quite a
fat minute ago.
while, dude. But
It's a lot, dude. It's gotten like more people. It's more people now. There's a
mhm.
ton of people. Wasn't there a shooting at the rodeo?
Sure.
Are you thinking
I
about
mean, might as well have
Astroworld?
been.
There was something.
Oh wait, never mind.
No,
It wasn't a shooting. Sure. I mean,
Something happened there
I
recently.
feel like if you look up shooting at the rodeo, something's gonna come up.
Remember when COVID happened and then the rodeo was going on? And then
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Everyone was just fucked. Like all
Gotta
the
love it.
vendors and shit that were gonna do, or were trying to do the stuff for that, kind of were like, they're like, good luck.
Tired
Good
now?
luck.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the
We
rodeo
survived, bro.
is a staple for Houston, but I can say I've only been like 3 times in my life. Once when I was like a real little kid, 'cause my brother, whenever he was in the 1st grade, I believe.
I would go when I was a lot younger for sure.
Whenever my brother was in the 1st grade, he won like the rodeo art contest for like
Nice,
the elementary
dude.
school
Yeah, I
that he was
remember they
in,
used
and
to
it
do those.
and it was put on showcase at the rodeo. So like we all got to go
Alright.
for free to like showcase with him type shit. That was the first time I went. I was like fucking 6 years old.
Your brother
5
had
years old.
artistic talent.
Autistic now.
That's what I thought he said first.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he was pretty much like honestly, like not to toot my brother's own horn or whatever the fuck, yeah, whatever the saying is. He was pretty talented in everything that he did.
Yeah,
I
he gets
mean,
some dick.
played basketball. He was pretty good. The only thing, like, reason that he couldn't like go to the next level is 'cause of his height. Pretty much, like he was always like 5'10". I don't think he ever grew higher than that. Taller than that, I guess. Band, he was pretty fucking good at the trombone. And doing the.
He was, yeah.
He wasn't a fucking drill person, but he was
Drill
like
sergeant.
he was the leader of the trombones, right?
He was the leader of the
I don't fucking
Finding
Or
Neverland.
no, Adrian was
No, they were both section leaders.
section leader.
They
That's
were
the word.
they were co-section leaders.
Okay.
They both.
So
they
I
did
mean,
it together, yeah.
he did that well. I mean, like I can't say he really like pushed forward in his like artistic career, but like pretty much everything he's like tried to do, he's been pretty good at.
Not me.
Tromboning.
From Boner, dude.
Yeah. Trump boner.
You just gonna steal what I said? Or just say it back.
Sounds like it.
Tromboner.
Dude.
Trump boner or tromboner?
Dude, HISD.
What are you saying?
I think. Wait, did you say tromboner?
Did you?
Whose boner are you guys talking about?
I said tromboner.
Like with a P?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought he pulled out his Trump card.
I thought that's what
Get
I was.
Yeah, like Trump card would be like I'm trumping you, you know.
Dude,
But
speaking
I-
of
Or it's
double
I'm your
entendre.
president.
speaking of Trump boners,
Exactly.
or Trump
Or you're
trombones.
fired.
None of y'all played wind instruments, did y'all? Or y'all were just
We
like,
talked about this. Remember?
I only
Talk to
played.
the top of the mic. The more you talk to the side, it's the less it's.
Yeah, you're doing
we
good,
got
buddy.
Mike Dietz
He was
on
like
the
getting
streets.
He kept raising it.
Just,
Yeah.
By the time
Uh,
it's just under the mic. Just
I played the trumpet for 1 year, and that was the only musical experience I've ever had in my entire life. He was in percussion for the majority of his musical
Yeah.
career, which was
Did
not
we
that
both
long.
play Vibes?
What's wrong with you?
Were we on the Vibes?
I always play a vibe. Yeah, dude. The
I did play the
vibraphone, come on.
recorder.
Yeah,
I played
dude.
the recorder in 5th and 6th
That's
grade.
what I was getting at,
fifth
man. The
grade.
I had a
recorder,
black
dude.
belt, motherfucker.
So-
come on.
You didn't have a
That's-
black
Ode to
belt,
Joy.
bro.
That's literally.
You can't play it right
That's
now.
so crazy because like that was one of the first songs that I like just played without even really like knowing how to read the sheet music, and it was like
to
in
Joy?
the second. Yeah,
Oh hell
it was
yeah.
in the 2nd grade, and like it was weird because we had like recorder karate
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
That's
had
what I'm
and,
saying,
like,
you
it
get the
was, like,
black belt.
you had
I
the
was a
belt.
black belt,
So,
motherfucker.
Yeah, black belt was Ode to Joy,
What?
but I had a green belt and I skipped all that shit because I was just like, I can just hear it. I know how to play it.
Yeah,
Type
Mr.
shit.
Perfect
And then
Pitch.
people were like, how the fuck is he doing that? You know, it's like, and I was like,
I'm like that,
I'm the one.
motherfucker. Don't fuck with this
So,
green belt.
It's funny because at the time when I was doing that shit, I know, like, in my head, I was like, hell yeah, I just do that shit. Someone's probably like, fucking loser. Oh, you can play Ode to Joy? What a bitch.
dude.
But I was
Dude,
crushing it, so fuck him, dude. I had the
Dude.
black belt.
I don't
Recorder
remember
was
if I
like
ever got
probably
black
like one of my
belt.
favorite things. Like, it's like once I actually figured out how it worked, I was like, oh, so this is pretty fun.
I don't remember if I ever got black belt, but I do remember the recorder karate
Dude,
shit.
yeah, it's nostalgia, dude.
Yeah.
That is some throwback shit, though.
That was around the grade that I started falling asleep in classes.
Dude, and it was funny because like my music teacher at the time did not like me. Like, just always trying to find some way to just
Dude,
call
same.
me out.
Well, that was the reason I quit the band. So in the 6th grade, I was in the band class, right, and I did the trumpet, and every week when they did the tests for like the chairs and shit, I was always either first, second, or third. And the only reason I was second and third is because the other person that was in my class, you remember Dulce Trejo?
Yeah.
She was like just about her shit. She was always first or second, and sometimes I would play a little bit better than her and get the first over her, but it was rare. Like she was always first or second. I would always either be first, second, or third. But before the next test came up, I would get moved to last chair because of conduct. And then after each test, I get moved
Conduct,
back
fuck.
up, and then get moved down because of conduct, and then get moved back up, and then get moved down because of conduct. And so that cycle kept happening until the end of the year whenever they had this fucking like band lock-in type shit, right? And so they during the lock-in, or it was the whole school lock-in, right? Or it was just the band?
No, dude, that was just those
Dude.
lock-ins went hard, but it was
I
a band,
never
it was a
got
band
lock-in.
lock-in.
I
So
never
look.
did one. I wanted to, but
Honestly, a weird concept that probably couldn't happen today.
Dude, no, we did band lock-ins, dude. And then when I used to go to the skating rink in
Dude,
like,
those lock-ins were fun.
6th, 7th
Shit.
grade, bro. The skating rink lock-ins went because it's no parents. The only
Literally.
adult supervision of the, which is again probably not for the
It
best.
probably couldn't happen today. But
the people who worked there.
at the time
Dude,
is
we were
yeah.
in 09 doing that shit.
I mean, it is weird to think that there were adults there working, just watching kids come in without their parents and like make out and fucking do all this shit together. Like that has got to be a weird ass job. You're just like, no,
yeah.
I can't sell you alcohol.
The corrupted nature of the earth.
There was some weird people doing some weird shit. Cause I remember the people that worked there. I remember someone cussed or something one time, and there was an adult that came. They were like, "What did you say?" And they were like, nothing. Like, no, I heard you. You say that one more time, I'm gonna have to kick you out of here. All right, brother, you're taking. Look, you play DJ music to 12-year-olds.
All right, Steve, let's
Yeah,
cut
dude,
this
like,
out.
here-
You're getting paid $10 an hour. Let's chill the fuck
I'm
out.
trying to jump the bucket.
Dude's probably
here.
pissed off because it's 2 in the morning and he has to be there. You know what I'm saying?
To finish my thought, the reason I quit the band though is because at that lock-in, they told everybody that whenever they were going into the 7th grade, what band that they would be in. Basically, there was
Oh,
different
yeah.
classifications
remember
like
that.
A band, B. I don't remember what it was called.
There's honors,
That's what it was.
symphonic,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
concert.
damn. You
Yeah.
remember all that shit?
And I don't.
Oh,
know.
Whatever the
fuck.
most
Someone does, yeah.
basic one was, they put me in. And I was like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I'm clearly good at what I do. I'm just not a good kid.
Yeah.
Like, and so whenever I talked to him about it, he told me it was because of the conduct. And I was like, nah, I mean, like, that's fine. I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the system that y'all have, this isn't a meritocracy. It's a fucking, can you fucking fall in line? And it's like, I'm not going to fall in line. So I'm going to just stop where I'm while I'm ahead. So that was always the mentality I had. I enjoyed it, but I just didn't want to be that guy. I guess it was too structured for me, in my opinion.
That's understandable, man.
I fucked with the shit heavy.
Because they were really just like in that class, just molding for marching bands, pretty much. It wasn't really as like it was teaching concert bands, but like really what they were trying to do was see who they would be wanting to like teach marching to.
You say that, but nah, they took concert season serious as fuck.
In 6th grade, that's what I'm talking about. That was my only experience with it.
Oh,
That they used that as like a marker, like for the honors and shit, to like teach people like.
well, 7th and 8th grade, you don't do marching.
You got UIL.
I thought they
though.
started you on like
You
the
got that
marching
UIL.
stuff.
Nah, there's one game where they let you go out there and play some stuff,
Oh, okay.
but it's not
It
really.
usually happens
indication.
freshman year, right? The
What?
marching?
Yeah. Did you?
Gotcha.
How long did you stay?
Oh, it's the summer before
I
marching.
stayed all the
or
way up till
year, right?
freshman year, and then I was like, I don't play in a real band, motherfucker. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the summer before freshman year, right? Is whenever they start you up on that shit.
Yeah, 'cause you got to do the summer band stuff. Honestly, another thing. That's another. Dude, summer band just is a crazy. You're just
Yeah,
spending
that shit is just like
15-hour days. You
in-
get like
in the heat.
lunch.
in the heat, bro.
No, yeah, the first half of the day is in the heat, and then you go and you warm up and you do like a bunch of other stuff and learn the music. But you're just with these people, 15 hours.
Constantly.
Yeah, dude, just constantly all day. It's kind of crazy 'cause you've got like a 13-year-old with an 18-year like hanging out with 18-year-olds at that
Yeah.
time. When you think about that now, you're like that is wild.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not just that, but like with the unsupervised factor, you know, like once like there is the times where the entire band comes together and all the different instructors are there and conductors, but whatever the word is. But there after that, then you go and split into your separate groups, and at that point, it's just like your section leaders and are running everything, and that's a fucking like you said, a fucking 17-year-old.
That's what,
I'm
yeah.
telling you what to do today. Get
Yeah.
off your ass.
Right, bro?
I mean, it does kind of, I guess, prepare you for that structure of like college band or whatever the different bands that they have after that, right?
What happens in band stays in band.
I hope not.
Okay.
No, that's actually not true.
Yeah, that shit-
I mean, we
that
don't have to
shit
talk
we
about
can-
that, but
No, we're gonna talk about it.
Nah, I don't know if we should.
Crazy story. Sorry to
I wouldn't put
everyone
na-
that it happened
any
to.
names.
No names. No names gonna happen. There's gonna be no name drops. I mean, I'm not. They got past it.
No names or nicknames?
Bro, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gonna know what I'm talking about in just a moment.
That is funny though that you said that because he doesn't know though. You know what's
Oh,
funny? You
shit.
said that is that there is there's like a DJ. His DJ alias is anonymous, but it's spelled no names. But his name is Nick. His Nick
Anonymous
is his
Nick.
name, but
Nickname?
no names, nicknames. I don't know.
Anonymous.
Yeah, it's anonymous.
No
like
names and
anonymous,
no,
but it was just
no
anonymous.
games.
All right, but we were in band, and there was and we went on a band trip. It was a competition, and we were like staying in hotels. You got to pick your roommates and all that stuff. Again, sorry if you're listening and this happened to you. This isn't a dig at you. Just storytelling.
I
But
don't think they're listening, but that's fine.
yeah, probably.
And
But
this is no diss to any Taco Bell
Let's just
employee,
not-
you know.
Let's not clip this one.
but essentially, we're on a band trip for a competition, and you get to pick your rooms, and you pick all your roommates essentially. So for us, for me and my 3 other roommates, it was the bass line. Because it worked out because the only other baseline member was a girl. So basically, all the boys that were in baseline got a room together, which we ended up.
Bukkake.
I'm so like the foreshadowing is crazy. Insane.
It's like,
It's
alright,
like
alright.
you know,
Bad band
that
kid.
is
I don't
the
wanna go
most meta
bad
shit you
band
could have said.
All right, so then there was,
God damn.
there's this other group of people. It's the next day after everyone spent the night. It was kind of funny. I'll say this. So there was a new before this is a build up before we get to it. But there was a member in the baseline. He was a freshman, right? We were all the rest of us were all sophomores, and he was the newest member. So we all just took the pillows and like beat the shit out. Like not beat the shit out. We gave him a pillow to defend himself.
It was a pillow fight.
It was
But
like
it was clearly 3 against 1.
It was like a hazing ritual. We fucked with him. He was the homie. He's still like friends with him to this day and stuff. You know, it wasn't anything to be like a super dickhead. Just like fucking with him. You know, fucking with the new guy. Be like, yeah, if you're gonna be a part of the baseline,
First
you get
job type beat.
Yeah, exactly. But so you know, shit like that just happens. You know, everyone's hanging out, went into other people's room, you kicked it with them and shit. Next day happens, we're all having fun, like, woo, competition, chilling. And then someone comes up and like, yeah, last night. I feel bad because I will say as soon as I heard that, I went to the rest of the drum line. I was like, yo, you'll never guess what the fuck I just heard. But so they told me.
I'll elaborate on that in a second.
Someone told me, and they were like, yeah, last night, all the dudes basically, this guy was in the room, right? It was one of the people, it was the person it happened to. It was like, last night, basically, no, it wasn't the dude that it happened to. It was one of the dudes that did it, which is almost worse, because why would you tell anybody that?
Yeah.
But it was one of the people that did
Especially you.
They all made a deal. Well, I don't think all of them made the deal. Well, it's something, maybe they all agreed on it, but they thought they were fucking around, but they basically made a deal where it was the first one to fall asleep gets cummed on.
Ruthless.
So the first first one fell
what
asleep.
you can say about those kids is that, you know, they stuck true to their word.
Yeah.
They were not how they say bullshitters.
No, I got told, I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, why would you do that? But the way they made it sound like is they did it on him. Supposedly they did it and they like smeared it. Either way,
Still, to elaborate on his point of him telling everybody, legitimately, this was a 2-day trip. Like, I'm talking over the weekend. It happened on a Saturday evening. By Sunday afternoon, the entire school knew.
That's a pretty thing. Like, that's a pretty
it's a pretty thing.
That's a pretty extreme thing.
It wasn't even we got back to school Monday and found out. We all got to school Monday and already knew.
Shit was word traveled fast.
It was one of those like mind-bending scandals that happened at the age of like 14 or 15.
It was like
or no,
16
that
or
was our
17.
junior year, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So then I was 16.
Dude, kid,
I turned
all of them
17
got
in May.
bullied for the rest of high school for sure. One kid moved schools.
Rightfully
Dude.
so.
But
Sometimes
someone said they saw one of them in working like a drive-through, and like they were trying to hand him, and it was like trying to bring up, it's like nah, like trying to like bring up this imbalance.
Why would you try to bring that up?
It was like nah. Like,
Hey, aren't you the guy?
no, they were the one handing the. It was just trying to like, I guess, like you know, bring it up, but in a way like, oh, we're past that, and like you know, you didn't have to remind. Like they were just like.
Oh, so wait, somebody was the drive-through worker and saw them and was
The
handing them
drive-through
food?
worker was one of the
Oh,
people.
got you. Okay.
And
That
then the
makes more sense.
person, I think, that was like, what the fuck? Going through the drive-through is someone like that is someone that also was a part of it. But they were trying to like bring it back up, and they're like, dude, we don't have to rehash any of this old memories.
Yeah.
Because we should just let this pass. But that's what happened. They got bullied for the rest of high school.
shouldn't have came on him, bro. Shouldn't have came on him. I mean, like, what's your problem, man?
I mean,
You know?
honestly, you saying Bukkake before that is hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, holy fuck. But
No, yeah, definitely one of those weird situations that happened and like was a character development for all of us because we had to witness it, but much more for the people involved.
yeah, we were all in the room when it happened. No,
Oh, I wouldn't say that. The aftermath is, I guess, what we witnessed. The downfall of
It's really tough because do you think that
some humans'
as a
lives.
developing kid you need those like safe spaces where you kind of don't have any supervision?
Yes,
Well, like some supervision.
to a
but
degree, arguably.
You know,
You
not
have
as-
you have the right to be a delinquent if you want to. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think
If
it's kind of like there's a saying of basically it's like I don't remember the exact saying, but the point is that like you're not a safe person because like you're not doing anything basically. Like you staying in the house doesn't make you a safe like a smart and instinctual person in a dangerous situation because like you're not putting yourself in dangerous situations. To know like I guess a certain level of what you don't want for yourself, you have to kind of go out and experience some things. So I don't know exactly like if you need like these unsupervised spaces whenever you're a kid, but I do think you need to try things that are quote unquote like seen as bad because like the only reason that people say not
I was
across
like,
the board,
yeah, okay.
the only reason that people say things are bad is because they've experienced something bad through that thing. And obviously there are some things that we can all agree on that are probably not great, but then there's also some other things where it's like, okay, well, if you and or say put it this way, if your son got arrested for weed in back in the 80s and he's still in jail for like a simple possession charge, then you would have it in your head that weed is bad because it affected your family very much directly. But I would tell you that weed is good because it doesn't affect me in that way. I've been put in jail for it, but it doesn't affect me in that way. So it's like it is like one of those things where it's like kind of like you should try some things because some things are based off perception, but other things it's like obviously I'm not telling you to go kill people because that's universal.
Fuck
Universal. La, la, la.
your introverted life.
Yeah,
Go
bro.
out and do shit. Experience it for yourself. Don't just be another bot in the meta.
Enter the meta.
No, get out of it.
Get out of the meta. Don't enter the
Get
meta.
on that metaverse dissociation.
Wait,
dude.
swap the camera angles. Let's get it, close up.
Some Wintonius in the mix
It is time.
for the Galaxy God to restore
You
his life.
rotted.
You watch cartoons at all?
Yeah, I've been watching this one that's called Close Enough. It's kind of like the regular show, but like it's for like Adult Swim.
I've seen that. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. One of my friends recommended that I watch it, and I was like, yeah, this would be something I'd be interested in.
You a big fan of the regular show?
Definitely.
It's top
All
tier.
the different featured like actors that they have for like on the show, it's pretty tight. They have like different like they get like featured like guests.
Like Gambino and
Yeah,
Tyler the
yeah.
Creator. Yeah.
It was a long watch,
Do you
but
think that's like a creative decision on their part, or do you think like Tyler hit them up like I would love to be on your show?
no, I'm pretty sure they hit him up, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure they would hit him up because it's like that guy is like more than just like an artist, dude. Like or more than just like a musician. Like he sees art in like so many different ways, and it's fucking tight, dude.
No, yeah, I mean he's a
Fucking
marketing
gas.
genius.
Yeah, bro. I mean, Yonkers broke the internet.
Loiter Squad used to fucking kill it, dude.
Yeah,
It's just
on
crazy
the-
to think that's old as shit, dude. I remember.
Relatively old, yeah.
Yeah, relatively. But that shit
It
used
is
to go so hard.
quite an odd future we live in.
Facts.
Ooh. Yeah,
Facts,
dude, yeah.
facts,
If you know what
facts.
OFWGKTA stands for, dude, you're getting old. You're getting
Yeah,
older.
bro.
Yeah, dude.
Just know.
Fuck your introverted life. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, make that into a song, dude. I can see you saying that on the track.
Fucking golf wing.
I'm like the most introverted person now. That was funny.
It's okay. You know, I feel like we need those periods of time where we kind of flip flop from introvert to extrovert. 'Cause I mean, it is necessary to kind of like focus on like what you got going on at sometimes, but it's also necessary to get out of your fucking head and get into your body and see what the world has to offer.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with it.
I agree with that. It's been kind of a weird, like, recently I've definitely been to myself more. I stay busy a lot, actually, but I try to not go out as much and do shit because I do
Yeah.
need that time to myself. But the more I do take that time to myself, I start feeling myself slip out of that mode that I was in before. It's like if you don't use it, you lose it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel myself start to slip out of that social mode, which I don't know necessarily if that is a bad thing, but it sucks 'cause I do still need that
Right.
for me personally. So sometimes like, fuck, dude, I don't even know. I'll be out in public and I just don't talk 'cause I don't want to.
See,
Yeah,
that's the
dude,
thing.
I don't want
is
to talk
like,
anymore half the time, bro. I just don't want to talk anymore.
I'm with you on that. Especially for me, it's mostly like small talk though. Like if it's a conversation like this, then I have no problem like adding like piece like whatever I'm thinking in. But like whenever it's like how are you doing? How was your day? What talk about the weather? Talk about food. It's like
TikTok,
any of that shit. It's just like
whatever,
I
yeah.
really don't want to do this right now. I'd rather sit in silence.
What I want to do is I wanna listen.
Like
you
we
know?
need to
I
normalize
want to
like
hear what's being said.
we need to normalize
Yes.
hanging out and just like playing a fucking record and enjoying it together. Because
Yeah.
like I don't want to. I mean, it's not like nothing
Yeah.
against you or whoever you is in this
Yeah.
conversation. It's
Mhm.
like I don't want to hear you fucking talk
I
all the
feel
time.
that, you know.
Let's fucking just hang out
Sometimes you
and
need some
relax and enjoy each other's company without there being a
background
conversation.
jazz.
Yeah,
dude.
Did Wynton was in here a second ago. I was just playing some good old classic dubstep sets, and he was just on the game, just fucking
kicking it.
taking
Bring
it
your
in.
switch, grab a beer. Bring your switch, grab a beer. Dude,
Dude, I want to get a
shout out
switch.
to Mills
Honestly.
Bar. R.I.P. though. Going to Midtown now.
Oh yeah,
It's-
because of the shit they're building over there, right?
Wait, what happened?
Damn.
Neil's Bar is moving to Midtown instead of in Edo, but I believe they are still up right now. They're still in the transition phase. They don't know exactly the the date per
Date.
se, but it's been pretty cool. I've been to Neil's Bar quite recently a bit. Also on the Extra Packed music video, Neil's Bar is a featured place inside of that video, which is very special to me.
Hell
It
yeah.
is home turf. But it's different because it's going to be in Midtown now.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. That place is sick. It's
What-
a nice
Where's
chill
the
little spot.
location at Midtown? Like, do you know where it's gonna be at?
I'm not too sure. I can imagine it being close to Warehouse Live now, which is also in Midtown. That used to be in
Yeah.
Edo,
Yeah,
Um,
facts.
which would make sense considering they were both like right next to each other always. But I'm
Yeah.
not too sure. One thing I do like about Midtown is Dogwood. The Dogwood, man. They
You
got
like
the-
Dogwood?
That's
they
my
have some
homie's
good
bar.
food there.
Well,
My
he
homie's
DJs.
well, yeah, he's not
Good
the
food?
owner or anything, but my homie does the DJ spot at Dogwood every Saturday night.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty cool. I like the layout too. Midtown has some cool places. I just prefer. I'm more of a
chill kind of
more
guy.
of an East End motherfucker.
Edo is more chill for sure than Midtown.
Even
Midtown
when it's
get crazy.
busier, it's still
Yeah.
I feel like more laid back than.
Shout out to Tommy from Moon Tower.
I still have not been to Moon Tower yet.
Dude, you got to try.
What's
their
Moon-
hot
where's Moon
dogs
Tower at?
Lizzie's, yeah,
and
they
the
look good.
Cheech and Chong.
Where's
burger.
Moon Tower at?
It's like off of Harrisburg, I want to say. Kind of really close to Voodoo Queen,
Oh,
Daiquiri
okay.
Drive.
I know what you're talking about.
But man, that place goes way back for me, dude. Best craft beer, best times, and they usually have some fucking banger ass songs playing.
I'll check them out. What are some of your favorite spots in Houston?
I would say Black's Bodegas for sure. It's going where like the warehouse district was. You know where you ever heard of like East Down Warehouse back in the day? Or
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah, basically during that strip, it's Black Bodegas is like a convenience store, but they have a lot of dope shit in there. Like they have records, they have some thrift clothes, lots of different like accessories and bits that you can buy. They got sake there, a little bottle of sake, craft beer. You can buy strings in there, like guitar strings, and it's like a little shop, you know, like local shop that's just like on the corner of the like warehouse district. And I've been going there a lot ever since like COVID hit, 'cause we would just ride bikes out there all the time, and that was a spot, bro. Checkpoint before
Checkpoint.
we go to the next area type beat.
Yeah, I know you hit up Natsuo all the time.
Yeah.
That's like a staple, though. I feel like for a lot of people.
It has evolved, man. It has evolved for the better. They used to just let you be on only on the first floor, but then they opened up like 2 other floors, and it's like an interesting artsy kind of like
That place
bar,
always
I
threw me
would
off.
say.
Yeah, it's always thrown me off every time I go.
You're
in there,
like
so-
you're like going in the Chronicles of Narnia, dude. Like you're
I'm
just
like,
like, whoa,
where do I
fuck
sit?
Yeah.
Where the fuck do I sit?
They got different rooms. Like there's an art room where there's just a bunch of art, and
I
like
still need to hit Meow Wolf,
planetarium.
bro.
Meow Wolf, I want to go too. I haven't been yet.
Y'all have to.
Dude, we gotta
it's
go.
That's
more
more
pricey.
Narnia, if anything, dude.
Dude,
No,
I
that
haven't
place is
been.
like a real life fucking Narnia, bro.
Dude, I haven't been to any of it. He went to the one in Colorado and the one
Oh,
that's in
double
Houston.
trouble, bro.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone about it because it's really tough. 'Cause people are like, I don't know. You know, I was wondering about it, but I wasn't sure. Because you know we have shit like what the seismic art shit and the color factory, which I'm like, that's nothing. That's basic.
Compared to this.
Yeah, that's photo op shit.
Yeah, like
You go for like a fun cutesy date, take some pictures.
this is like an
Meow Wolf's
experience.
like, yeah, you're going in that bitch. We spent 3 hours in there the last time we went, and we could have probably spent another 2 hours, and probably should have spent another 2 hours to really like soak in.
everything.
everything.
Were you geeked when you went to Meow
Dude,
Wolf?
I
See,
wish.
that's what I was
I
gonna
wish.
say though. It's like whenever you look at a video of it, it makes you think it's like, damn, I wish I would probably like want to get high and then go in there.
Yeah.
But the more I'm thinking about it, like I don't know if I can handle it. I feel
Yeah,
like
dude, it
there's
looks
there's
like
so
it would
much going
be-
on. You
You'd
know?
get lost.
Extreme
Yeah.
in there, dude.
There's
Like,
because
you'd be in a whole world.
no for real. So you download the app, right? And it basically when you download the app, it picks up when you go into different rooms.
Mm.
It'll unlock the room. It'll have
Ah,
it'll have
dude.
information on the room and shit like
That's
that you can
hard.
look into, and like different audio files you can listen to from the room. They have that shit in the room too, but like also
in the
stuff.
room too.
Yeah.
They need to make that movie.
Room, dude. If they made a second room, holy fuck, dude. Tommy Wiseau comes back, double feature, dude.
Double
Oh.
feature, man.
Be insane. Have you seen The Room?
Nuh-uh.
Dude, you gotta watch
We
it.
gotta watch it. It's terrible.
It's a must-watch bad movie.
Yeah, it's for sure. You have to watch it.
Wait, no, I think it's not The Disaster Artist, is it?
It's the movie that the Disaster Artist is based
Oh
off of.
yeah. No, I haven't seen the whole thing, but like I've seen clips of it at the end of
Disaster movie,
Yeah.
dude. No, the Disaster movie is a good movie though, and it's funny to
Disaster Artist is
watch.
fucking hilarious.
But The Room is even better. Like once
It
you watch the
is.
Disaster movie, and you go back and watch The Room, you're like, holy shit, how the fuck?
Because the Disaster Artist is produced well.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
the
my
room is
God.
not.
Yeah, that shit is insane. But yeah, so Meow Wolf, it literally you can you unlock the rooms. I think there were still 2 rooms we needed to go to that we didn't find. Then there's there's a room. It's like a cowboy themed space bar, and you can buy drinks and food in there, like little snacks. It's nothing crazy. It's just you can get a little cocktail while you're in there. And then I think it's the buttons that you press 3 sevens or 4 sevens it on the jukebox. One of the people that worked there told us that in the very beginning. It's like a little hidden Easter egg that a lot of people don't know about. It changes the music from like this fun, like light music to like this just death metal ass sounding. Like all the lights shut off.
Hacks,
It
bro.
goes, you just fucking start, and everyone's like,
You
what?
got the Easter eggs and hacks.
That's kind of
bro.
fire.
No, it is.
Tapped in.
So, but you have to literally have to touch everything and like look at everything and open everything.
That's
and
epic.
There's like 12 different rooms, but the doors sometimes aren't even what you would expect to be the doors.
Really?
Yeah, it's really just
Dude,
an experience.
I'm
It's a lot of
gonna
fun.
go this year, man. I'm gonna go. I need to make because I feel like I haven't gone out to anything kind of like
I'll go with you,
something
bro.
like that before. Yeah, dude, I'm super down, man.
I
At
haven't
some
been, so
point
I'd-
in
I'm
time,
down to
like
go.
I definitely want to go check that out.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a real immersive experience. And there's like a little room where there's like a keyboard and stuff, and you'll play it. And make it's like a little pad, and then there's different sounds on it, and it plays it over like through the room. But everything's so harmonized and beautiful, you can't really make anything out of key. So you're just playing, and it's just like
I
the
see what you're
sound
saying,
echoes
yeah.
through the room.
That's cool.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of shit like
I want
that.
to get like a season pass or some shit, dude.
No, I gotta go back.
All all winter season or something, man.
And last time we went, we did there, and then we hit Chiba Hut right after, bro. Shit fucking hit, dude. You gotta go there.
What, Chiba Hut?
Yeah, sandwiches are gas. You
It's
been there?
like, it's like a deli.
No. They just
Banh
they
mi?
make like specialty sandwiches. What?
Banh mi?
No, just like some off the wall ass sandwiches. To be honest,
Dude.
some of the time, but a lot, dude. The sandwiches are fucking
I'll have to check it out.
fire, dude. It's funny too,
It's
cause
over there by me.
yeah, the place is like weed themed. Dude, it's sometimes out like out in the front. Yeah, out in the front. Sometimes they'll sell glass and like papers. Like they'll have like a stand where they sell shit.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah. It's right next to a brewery too. If you go to the one in the art district, because there's one in the art district.
Oh, there's two?
There's a
St.
couple.
Arnold's?
Oh, you talking about Chuba Huts?
Chiba Hut.
Sorry.
Do you really remember the name
Wait,
of the
that's what
brewery?
you're talking about? I thought you were talking about Meow.
Oh no, Chiba Hut. There's a couple of them, but there's a brewery right next to Chiba Hut.
Do you remember the name of the brewery?
It's a big
Like-
town brewery. I don't know.
I don't remember the name of the brewery. It's like in a garage though.
You can brew these nuts. Ooh.
Got 'em,
Oh, it's a small one though. Like literally, it's like it's if you pull the garage up and then you put the brewery inside of that. Smaller. It's actually right around the corner though from Bad Astronaut.
I love the way
Bad
Five
that
minutes.
Astronaut's amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
5 minutes like around the corner from
I
Bad
love the way
Astronaut.
that you describe that. It's just in my head imagining fucking some dude's garage opening. You just see fucking a whole brew refinery just in a small garage.
Yeah.
Like a 2-car
Oh,
garage?
garage.
Or are you talking about a big fucking garage like the fucking thing like that
no,
that
like a
barbershop was in?
2-car garage.
That's ridiculous, for real?
Like it's like because the bar is small. The bar fits maybe 6 people, and there's maybe 2 tables in there, and the rest of it's like a patio.
But that's
And
it
then there's
sounds
a-
bigger than a 2-car garage.
Well, it is because
We have a 2-car
No,
garage
you're right.
downstairs.
the whole rest of the place where you sit is probably like a 2, maybe could fit a 3rd car.
Okay.
Then there's a door, and back that way is like all
The brewery stuff.
the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That
Yeah,
that makes
there's
more
not
sense.
all. If you're just sitting there like
The
next
way
to
the way I was imagining it when you first described it, it's just like you just throw up your garage door. It's like, come get some beer. I've got it fucking nice and ready,
I
cold.
like how you think of it just some
Yeah,
old
making
fuck
me
like
wanna drink
making
now.
moonshine. Is it the fucking they're just fucking
2-door garage, dude.
just doing chemicals and
It's
shit.
a
Just-
2-door garage.
dude, that's kind of a fire ass name for like a
I'm in the 2-door.
band.
I don't fuck with Eleanor.
We could have named our podcast that.
2-door garage.
Like, what does it mean? It
Dude.
doesn't matter.
It means nothing.
Open it up, dude. You
Don't
come
all
and find
garage-
out.
Don't all garages have 2 doors? The one that opens and then the one that like leads into the house.
And now you know.
Isn't 2-door
now you
garage
know.
redundant?
One that goes in and one that goes out.
Pause.
Mean Green Fighting Machine.
Senor, man. Senor.
You know, I just thought about it, like green has a lot of things that rhyme with it. Lean, mean, green, beans,
Nothing
zine,
rhymes
You a
with
lean.
fucking
green.
poet, dude? Are
Peter
you,
Rono, nothing
are you
rhymes
gonna
with
be a
green.
rapper?
Nah, I could be a poet.
Shout
you
out.
didn't even know it.
Even
Shout
fucking-
out, Dandy.
Dude, that's a fire
That's-
poet name too. Who came up with that?
Shout him out.
Rad dude dandy.
Shout him
dude.
out.
Dude, people, you know what's funny is because my name's Dandy on everything. Where I do Dandy. When I was out in person, someone's like, "Hey, Randy." So I was like, what the
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
The country bumfuck version of Daniel.
It's like,
Yo.
I was like,
Yo, you gotta be Randy Orton
Randy
for,
in the
for Halloween.
wild.
Be Dandy Orton for Halloween.
I didn't have it in me to correct him, so they just kept calling me Randy. I was like, it's not someone I really hang out with or know that much. So I was just like, you could just. I was like, I'm fucking Randy, whatever.
That's perfect. I'm gonna call you
Randy
Randy sometime
Rhodes,
soon.
brother.
All right, name some like country, some names you think of when you think of like country. Like Randy's one of them when you
I
think
think
of like.
Billy's close. Billy's close.
Billy is
It could go either
anim-
way.
Number one, dude.
Jack is Jack could go either way, but Randy's
Um,
there for sure.
I would say, fucking what's bro's name from King of the Hill?
Doug.
Hank,
Bobby and Hank.
Bobby and Hank. Doug is
Yeah.
there. Hey, but that show was fire. Doug was kind of went hard, dude. Doug had no drip, bro.
Douglas. Is Doug short for Douglas?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's also short for dugout.
You're
Dug out these
striking
nuts.
out.
Ooh.
You have to go sit in the dugout with that. You're striking.
What about a name like Duggery?
All right, now you're
Doug
done.
Sampson. Doug Sampson the third. The third. He is here. Doug Sampson the third.
All right, if you could name let's say like we were creating a new world here, right? Where like names aren't what they are now and people are more abstract. What would you name your kid?
Do I name my kid?
Yeah. Duckson's kind of. what you got? Samurai. No, that's already that's a word.
Metropolis.
I think I'd go with felony.
Felony's nuts.
It's like Melanie and Felicia.
Felony.
All these nuts jokes are making me feel like a dandy. If you
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis.
That's kind of a sick name.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Psoriasis would be a cool name if you didn't already know that it meant like a skin condition. Like, I'm pretty sure there's someone out there named Serendipity.
Serendipity's nuts.
Oh!
And that's a wrap, folks. Come back next week. Hurricane Chronicles 7.
Hurricane Chronicles 4. This is Hurricane Chronicles 5. If you haven't been keeping up, this is the Fine and Dandy podcast, Hurricane Chronicles.
Before outro though.
But are we ending it? This is where we're wrapping up.
Yeah, I think it's a good amount of time,
That's
Alright,
fair.
yeah, we'll wrap it up.
dude. Like I think that's a solid 112.
Yeah,
We
bro.
usually go like an hour and a half, but if that's what you feel, yeah.
I think that this is perfect, dude.
Alright, we're gonna wrap
Are
it
you
up.
going to give us an outro? Is that what you were about to say?
So this is a device that I would really like to shout out. It is the Pocket Piano 201 by Critter and Guitari, a company in Brooklyn that makes their own instruments. And you can probably find this somewhere online. YouTube it first, and then all shall be revealed that has been classified.
Alright, well, name top 5 things right now before you dip that you enjoy right now. Just 5 things you're enjoying. 5 things that you are digesting. Not necessarily food. It could be any type of art, any type of music, any type of movies, TV shows, food,
Not any type of food.
life experiences. 5 things right now. Off the dome, go.
Ed with 3 Ds, and then Ed with 5 Ds, and then Eddie. 5
Hell
things,
yeah.
dude.
Ed, and Eddie.
Y'all ever see?
That is 5 things.
You know what's funny? I know this is gonna piss you off. I'm sorry. Before we wrap, I know it's gonna piss you off, but you know his name was Ed and Goodburger.
Dude. I don't know about that hood burger on the streets though. So I'm getting
Good
that,
Burger,
dude.
welcome to Good Burger.
They weren't ready for hood burger.
Hey, bro, this has been
was Ed?
Wynton, aka Ace, aka Cheeto or Cheetah. So our Cheetah,
Or the Hot Cheeto Predator.
aka Hot Cheeto Predator, aka Pacman the movie, aka In the Low, aka Winston, which is the English name for Wynton.
Facts. We looked it up.
You know, it's all been said before. So
It's all been unraveled.
you should know my name.
This has been Hurricane. What was it?
Hurricane
Category
Chronicles
7. or
Hurricane Chronicles 7,
Chronicle 7.
where we unraveled the tapestry of the universe and we hopped out of the meta.
Stay tuned
We're coming out of the meta. Fucking.
for me not to talk ever.
Thank you guys for coming back for another episode of fucking
Hurricane Chronicles.
Yeah, dude.
We've
Leveled
been
up.
blessed to
We
give you
leveled
guys 7 of them. We're looking forward
Out
to
here
the
in
8th one.
Dickinson.
Shout out to the Hurricanes. These have been the Chronicles. Stay tuned.
And now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know. That's lore.
And now you know.
You want to play us out, Win?
Yeah, dude. Let me give you that good shit. Let me put you that good
Put the mic close to the,
shit.
the thing. That way it's fucking. See if it picks it up.
You should.
But like,
Or
there's
fucking.
this one that is kind of like
Mr. Winston, bro.
kind of
This is Genathy, and this has been Hurricane Chronicles 7.
Genathy.
Jean's a cool name if you think about it.
I mean, it is a name.
Like Blue Jean.
I mean, I don't
Clear.
know if Blue Jeans
All
a
right,
name.
hold on.